Welcome back to Rice.AI Code Room. Today we are tackling LeetCode 2078, two furthest houses with different colors. In this problem, there are n houses lined up on a street, each painted with a specific color given in an array. We need to find the maximum distance between any two houses that have different colors. For example, if the colors array is 1, 1, 1, 6, 1, 1, 1, the furthest two houses with different colors are house 0 and house 3, or house 3 and house 6. In both cases, the maximum distance is 3. Let's clarify the constraints. The number of houses is very small, up to 100. The color values are also between 0 and 100. We are guaranteed to have at least two differently colored houses. With n up to 100, an O of n squared brute force approach comparing every pair would easily pass, but let's try to optimize it to O of n for a cleaner and more optimal solution. For the thought process, we can use a clever trick. To maximize the distance, at least one of the chosen houses must be an end house, meaning either the first house at index 0 or the last house at index n-1. If the first and last houses have different colors, the maximum distance is simply n-1. If they have the same color, we just iterate through the array. For any house that has a different color from the first house, we record its distance to the start. For any house different from the last house, we record its distance to the end. The maximum of all these valid distances will be our answer. Here is the neat implementation in C++. We store the size of the array in n, and initialize our answer to 0. We loop from index 0 to n-1. If the current house's color is different from the first house's color, the distance is simply I, and we update our max answer. Likewise, if the current house's color is different from the last house's color, the distance is n-1 minus I. We update the max answer and finally return it. Simple and elegant. Finally, let's look at the complexity analysis. The time complexity is O of n, because we only iterate through the colors array of length n exactly one time. The space complexity is O of 1, as we only allocate a few extra variables for the answer and array size, requiring strictly constant space. Thank you for watching.